Lake Stamper here in Michigan. I'm a demonstrator for Stampin' Up, and if you see some of the items you like, the links will be listed below. And if you're new to my channel and you like what you see, smash that subscribe button, okay? Well, November is the time for Christmas rose, and it's all over the internet. Everybody and his mother's using it, so it's absolutely stunning. I've seen some beautiful cards and some great ideas. So I hope I can share my idea and show you what's exciting about this Christmas rose bundle. Also, this is the photopolymer, okay? And you'll see why we have photopolymer with this one. And this is our cling stamp, okay? And I'll show you those in just a second because I took them out of here. The other thing is, OMG, look at this. Look at this beautiful paper. Two-sided, of course. You don't have to use it just for Christmas. If you want to use it for a different holiday, absolutely. But if you're tired of poinsettias, but yet you still want to do something in the reds, this is still a great, this is absolutely stunning for Christmas. Absolutely stunning. And I think with the gold and the copper foil, it's so pretty. So if you buy this bundle, I do have one free paper pumpkin kit. It's the gift of fall. And if anybody buys any of this bundle, it's yours, okay? The first person to buy that, let me know. You can get the gift of fall. So what we're going to do today is we're going to use the stamps. We're going to actually stamp, absolutely. And don't forget, I want to show you really quick the die cut that goes with the rose dies as well. So that'll be fun to try as well. So we've got this, the cling stamp. I've got it right here. Okay, now this is the Stamparatus. Everybody, if you haven't seen one, this is so cool. You can be like, if you're doing, you could do 100 cards. That's how many you could do once you get these all situated where you want them, okay? So we're doing an A2 size card today. Very first thing is the cling stamp, okay? And we're going to use that one first. But what I did is I got everybody all organized of where I wanted my stamps on my Stamparatus. And you'll notice that, everything is set. And I'll show you, I'll give you an example. I got this one ready, okay? And there we go. Got it all ready. And I literally just figured out where I wanted to put my rose, got it where I wanted it, and then used my little window to basically have it stay there forever if I wanted to. Now so that's the first one is my cling stamp. My second one is my rose. My third one that I'm using, I just turn it around. Isn't that great? Just turn this around and I got all my leaves all ready, okay? So just to make sure that my leaves are all in the right spot, I'm going to make sure that I don't have one of the bigger, yeah, that's it. Okay, perfect. In fact, this was one of my bloopers, okay? It's absolutely stunning. I'm still going to use it. But I had one of my stamps the wrong way. So, you know, you learn. But this is going to, let me just double check to make sure. Yes, look at that. See where everything goes? So, we're going to do our thing here. The first one we're going to do is we're going to do the the cling stamp, okay? So we're going to turn that around. We got it already ready. Look at that. We could like be on a roll, you know. Have your glass of wine. You could be on a roll. Bam. Get these all done and ready. Now, there is one stamp that I'm not using, and it's the berries, all right? I tried and tried to get it to look like it was right on the money, right here, these little berries, but it just didn't pan out, so I did not do it. I did some practice runs here, and it didn't, I wasn't feeling it. So I think it's sometimes faster just to do it, you know, with a Stampin' blend, and just fill it in that way. But you know, to each his own. If you're digging it and you can, it works for you, absolutely give it a shot. I would highly recommend everybody give that a shot first. So let's use our Memento, our Tuxedo Black, and we're just gonna get this all nice and juicy. There we go. Okay. Oh, and before I do that, you can use this magnet or not. Just remember, you want to be at the very corner at all times, okay? So we'll use it for the first time. One nice thing about the Stamparatus, if it doesn't work the first time, it's not the end of the world, because you can stamp again. And oh, it worked pretty good. Yay me! Okay. All right, so now that's our first stamp. Our second stamp is our, I'm going to use Mary Merlot. I've got this little guy right handy dandy, so I'm going to use him. And I really love the color of this rose. I tried it, you saw that I tried it in the red. It was okay, but I want to use the berries in red, you know. So let's just give this a shot, huh? So you can make 2 cards. You could make this as a card itself, all right? Or you can cut this out with your die cut, and then you can pop that up. Are you with me? Isn't that cool? All right, let's see what this looks like. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so muted, which is really nice, you know? It doesn't have to be like, oh my God, that's the only color we see. You can add a little bit more if you want, but I love the shadowing of it, don't you? I'm just sitting here talking to myself. I love it. Yeah, do you love it? I do. Make sure in the corner, if anything, make sure your piece of paper is on that corner to corner. Okay, I did it twice. I got it a little bit darker. That's still pretty with a little bit of that lightness. Oh, I love it. And see, we're done with that. Now let's go to the leaves, the evergreen leaves, okay? All right. Speaking of evergreen, I was looking at new trees. It's time for a new tree for me, a new artificial tree. I wanted one with a whole bunch of lights, so I don't have to keep putting lights on. I know, it's a pain. It's a pain. You know, it'd be nice to have some cute guy to do it, but I don't know, I can't, there's no one around. So yeah, I'm looking at different trees, and I'm going to retire my tree that I've had for about 20 years. It's absolutely in great shape still. I've taken good care of it. But I think it's time to get an easier tree. All right, so speaking of trees, let's do the evergreen part of this. And once you have this down, I mean, I'm not going to move these. I'm going to leave them right on the Stamparatus. I'm not even going to mess around with it. They're staying there. They're not moving. Let's get some wipes just to make sure that we didn't get anything on us. All right, let's do it. Ready? Oh, and make sure all your stamps are the right way. Don't do what I did. Oh, I hate when I do something like that. It's like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Isn't that beautiful? Is that beautiful? Oh my gosh, I'm going to send it to myself. It's so gorgeous. Oh, I love it. I'm in love. Okay, I'm in love. Oh my God. Oh my God, I love it. Let's put the stamps in. Definitely, let's shut those up. You know where I get the ink on me is when I'm shutting the darn cases. Oh, I'm gonna clean this up really well, but I am gonna, I can do like maybe 5 or 6 or 7 or 10 or 20 of these, you know, because it's all ready for me. I don't have to mess around with it. I love that. Oh, I love that. So, okay, I'm so excited. That came out so pretty. Okay. Oh. Okay, I'll give you a close-up. So pretty. All right, and that's only the 3 stamps. I mean, that's amazing. So now again, we could do one whole stamp and then we can put a saying on there like the Merry Christmas or whatever you want to do. Or we can die cut this out. Okay, so I'm digging this so far. I haven't gotten any ink on it, so far so good. I kill me. I know, I kill me. Okay, I have my Stampin' right, and what I'm going to do is, instead of stamping, I am just going to fill the berries in Poppy Parade. And I was going to use Real Red, but I decided against it. And I think it's easier. You don't have to do all of them either, by the way. Just enough to give some color, a little contrasting color. And it looks so pretty. I mean, I'm digging this. I'm just loving this. You know, when you do something, you go, oh my gosh, I did it. That's what it feels like. I mean, it looks so professional. It looks so pretty. You can't go wrong with a Stamparatus. You can't. I've had to play around with it. I mean, it wasn't a friend of mine when I first got it. So I had some words with it. But I have learned to enjoy it and learn to figure out what works for me and, you know, what doesn't. And this whole stamp set is to be used with the Stamparatus. Not that you don't have to, but it really is. You get more bang for your buck, you know. And if you have another type of Stamparatus, there's a Tim Holtz one out there. If you have that one or any of the other ones that have these 2 fold, you know, windows. I call them windows. They're probably called something else, but it gives you just more versatility to be able to do all the stamps, you know. So that looks pretty, doesn't it? Oh my gosh, I love it. So we're going to get that all prettied up. There we go. See, took me, what, a minute and a half? Okay, I mean, I talk more than this, right? And then this is a good sample one, you know, it's just, I'm still going to utilize this one. I don't have to do these right now, I can do these later, but this is still beautiful. Even though, you know, I put the stamp on the wrong side, I can still cut this little baby out and it's still going to be nice. Oh yeah. Do not throw away until you've actually used it as much as you possibly can. Now, there's the pine cones, all right? So that one we are going to do a little bit of, here we go. They only gave us 1 pine cone. So there we go. I could use the baby one, but it's not readily available, so I'll use the bigger guy. I am going to use some Tim Holtz today. I like the distressed vintage look for my pine cones, so that's what I'm going to use. Let's get rid of that. Okay. And you can use the crumb cake or espresso. That would be another good one. You could also do the same thing with the Stampin' Blends or the Stampin' Rights if you don't feel like stamping. So this one I'm just going to kind of eyeball it, make sure I'm not in the way. And that looks great. And that's how you would do it if you were not going to use the Stamparatus for the rest of this whole rose theme. I did do it by itself like that, and I wasn't real happy with doing it, you know, manually like that. So I know I can't talk and do the stamp at the same time. Okay, hold on. Oh yeah. I'm loving this. Love it. Now, that's beautiful. Okay? And that could be a card right there. And then watch. I mean, this is how many I've already gotten ready, okay? All of these. I'm going to have card after card because I did the cling stamp first, and then I could do my rose, okay? And then I've got my bam. I mean, look at that. Look at us, huh? On a roll. So, I mean, we could just go to town. In fact, let's just do one more because we're so cool now. Make sure it's the right size. It is. I know, we're just like rocking and rolling. You can do a lot of cards of not just the stamp itself, but you could do the die cut. Don't forget that. You can do different colors if you want. I did try the real red, like I said, and it's just too red for me. So I'm liking this Mary Merlot. Okay, let's see. Now see, it didn't do as much, but that's okay, because why? We can do it again. And you know you couldn't do that. Well, you could do that, but it would be really hard to use this little block to do that, you know. And that can be a real pain, especially if you're using the red colors, all these red, you know. So let's get this going. We're doing two. Right on. Okay. Let's get it. There we go. Let's see. That's stunning. Oh my gosh, another stunning. Oh my gosh. Make sure you don't have any ink on you. Just remember that. Okay, now the third one, I already have it ready. That's going to be my evergreens. Okay, we're going to do Mossy, right? Just checking if you're, you know, paying attention. Now you don't have to go in this order. You could do the evergreens. You could do the rose. You could do this little guy here if you wanted to. It doesn't matter which way. And you can do a stamp without the cling if you wanted to, and that would be more of a muted look. I did try it. I wasn't as crazy about it as I was with the more of the outlined look. I think the outline look is amazing. So, okay, where did I put my Mossy? Okay, here you are, chatting away. Hey, let's try a different color, just for fun. Let's try the Call Me Clover, and let's see how green this really looks, okay? Because it's okay to mix and match greens. It is an evergreen color. It's the whole idea is about doing a little bit of experimenting in the beginning, you know, just to see. And it might be a better green, so why not? Let's just give it a shot, right? All right. Yeah. Okay, here's the difference. We've got the more of a muted with the Mossy Meadow. And then we've got the Call Me Clover, which is really pretty too, because you can, those really bright evergreens you see, the ones that really smell great when you go inside someone's house, that's the color before it turns brown. Okay. Okay, that's not bad. I'm glad I had that ready and available because it's not a bad look. I'm just gonna clean this up. Okay. Now, I'm still going to keep the Poppy Parade. I think that would be, this is a little bit more vibrant, actually. Don't you think? I think so. Just going to look at me being a good girl, wiping everything off. Okay. I love it. Okay, I'm really pleased with how it came out. Now, it's got a little bit of ink right here, so this will be a perfect one to do a die cut. The other one came out perfect, not one piece of ink on it. I'm so excited. Okay, all right, I'm just being a good girl here, just wrapping it up, even though, there we go. Now, these are clean. I don't have to really do anything. I'm going to leave them right there, and I am going to move this little guy. And I'm going to move this. Now see, it's already done. Now the only thing you do is don't do this. You'll break it. Okay? Take it off its little set here. There we go. And then just place it. Okay? That one thing you don't want to do is ruin the hinges and break anything. So I'm just going to move that. We're kind of done with the stamps. I'm so excited. We're going to take this little green one here because we're going to do 2 different cards now. Now we're on a roll. I know, right? And don't forget, let's do the brown. Let's do that right now since I've got this already open. Again, I use the Tim Holtz, the vintage photo color. I'm just really think that's a really pretty color. And we don't have to be perfect. Just the pine cones, you know. That's why you only get one. And you know, it's just practice. It's just a lot of practice. And don't get, you know, especially if you're new to stamping, don't get discouraged if the very first one doesn't come out. That's all right. It's all about practice, you know, and you'll get better. I'm still learning, and there are times when I get very frustrated and it doesn't turn out and I throw it away, and then I come back at a later time and I feel a lot better having, you know, played around and just kind of let it set for a while. Now, these right here that we've already done, we could literally, and this was a practice one, so it kind of smeared, but that's okay, who cares, because you're going to stamp over it and you can do a die cut on that. So never throw it away. This one here, you could do a watercolor. Okay, if you're so in tune to that, that would be kind of fun too. And then here's the darker red, the real red that I used, okay? And then I could do the Poppy Parade, or I could do the opposite. I could go and do the Mary Merlot for the berries. Look at that. Look at that, huh? I know. All right, so let's fill some of these in. I'm not going to use the fine. This is the fine point. I guess you could use that one too. It's a little bit more. You've got a little bit more control with the fine point. There we go. Oh yeah, I think I like this evergreen color. You know. Again, you don't have to do all of these. We could also do red embellishments, like some rhinestones. That would be pretty. But these are pretty. And you can do different colors of roses too. You know. Gosh, this is so pretty. I'm so enamored with myself tonight. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh, there's so many people that are so talented, and I watch and learn, and you know, I just try to get better. And if I'm not as good, I just keep saying, you know what, I'm just going to keep getting better. And then I go, wow, this is not too shabby. All right, I'm digging this myself. So if I like it, I know I'm going to send this to somebody, and they're going to say, oh my gosh, I love this. I love this card. And it, you know, it really does feel like you've been painting it or whatever, especially when you do it a little bit like this, a little bit more manual. It's really, really gorgeous. Oh my God. Okay. Enough about my cards. Okay. Let's do a die cut now, okay? So, oh my goodness. Let's do this one here. I think this is the one we were talking about doing because it has a little bit of, just a little bit of ink on it. So I think that's what we're gonna do is put it right about there. What do you think? Okay, I got the die cut. Isn't that a beautiful? I mean, that takes up pretty much the whole card. I mean, that's absolutely stunning. So we're going to use the Mossy Meadow cardstock, and again, I'm just going to fold it to 4 1/4. And where's my trusty bone folder when I need it? Right here. Good for me. And let's do this little guy as well. All right. All right. Nice and sharp. Yeah. Okay. Now, even though I used the Call Me Clover on this, I'm still thinking it's going to look just fine with the Mossy Meadow. I like more of the earth tones, so I think they look great, all the greens together. I'm just trying to figure out which way I want to do it. I'm thinking I'm going to do it this way, I think, and then I'm going to pop this little guy up here. Or another idea, wait a minute, I'm on a roll. Put this one here, hold on. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, I'm loving it too. Okay, we just made another card. Okay, that's it. Bam. That's beautiful. So sometimes, you know, it's just you're playing around with something, you go, wait a minute, I like that card even better. Now this is my very first one with the real red. It's okay. I like this one better. I love the muted look better. Gosh, it looks so pretty. All right. This is a beautiful, beautiful card. Oh, I think it's cocktail time. Don't you think so? I think so. Yeah. Okay, let's see if I did it pretty decent. Yeah, I did. Okay, super. I always get nervous when I do that. Okay. Oh yeah. Perfect. Perfect. I wonder if I should bump that up. What do you think? You know, just give it a little bit of height. Let's do that. Let's do that. You're going, yeah, let's do that. Why not? Yeah, I don't have enough of these, right? Let's go for it. I think that'll be really pretty. You could do it flat, you know. I don't want you to think you don't have to, but you certainly could. There we go. I'm cooking chicken tonight, and that was my oven that was making that lovely noise, saying, hey, we're cooking chicken tonight. All right, let's take these off really quick. And I think it's Netflix night tonight. What do you think? There's some really good shows lately on Netflix and on Amazon Prime. I don't know if anybody watches any of those, but I do. I mean, you can't watch, you know, all the housewives forever, right? Oh my goodness. I bet they don't do homemade cards. All right. All right. Let's get the last of these off. And I just love this card. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful card, and I could do a bunch of these now. I feel pretty confident. You just have to get your confidence up as well. You know, don't get, like I said, especially if you're new at this, please don't get discouraged. I know I did a couple times when I was doing my first bit of stamping, and I quit doing it. I thought, oh, I'm done. I'm over. It's too messy. I don't like it. And I went back and did it again, and I went back and did it again, you know, until I really thought, wait a minute, this isn't as hard as I thought it was, you know, especially with that tool. I mean, get the right tools, you know, don't cheapen yourself, get the tools that you need so that you can succeed. I can't promote that enough. Oh, look. That's beautiful. going to send it to myself. I am. I'm going to send it to myself. What's Karen doing? Sending cards to herself. Why not? Why can't I have it? I want one. Now, you know, as much as I like this green, and I really did like the Call Me Clover, and I thought it was going to look okay with this, I'm thinking no. I'm thinking no. I'm thinking we could do this one, and we could die cut this as well. So I'm liking the red, and we can do two different styles. Boy, they're pretty. This is beautiful too. So, you know, I mean, I could just do a white theme as well. So, look at that. Look at us. See? So pretty. So let me finish this one up, and we'll get another trim for this little guy, and then we'll have two done. All right, 1 minute, and let me get a glass of wine. Okay, it's the weekend, and I think a little glass of wine is a little bit nice to have while you're doing cards. What do you think? Okay, so I did die cut this one after all, and I'm going to save the other one that we liked, that we used the Call Me Clover, just because it's a little bit too evergreen for my Mossy Meadow. I thought it was going to look good, but after careful inspection, this could be a really cute tag too. That's another idea. So again, beautiful, love it, not going to get rid of it. I'm going to use it for something. This is going to be 5 1/4 times 4. I like this side. I know. It's got the leaves and everything, but we're going to hide this guy. What I'd like to do is pop this up to make it look like it's supposed to be there the whole time, like there's more leaves on it. What do you think? I think it's pretty cute. So I think I'll put it this way though. What do you think? I'll put it this way, and then we'll put this right here, okay, and pop it up, and then the leaves of the background of this rose will look like it's part of this rose. We're in a roll, okay? I mean, what can we say? You know, when you got it, you got it. Okay, well, I'm going to On Stage in Lansing in a couple weeks, and I'm really looking forward to meeting a lot of other demonstrators, and you know, I've can't wait to meet people. We've got dinner reservations as well, so I'm really excited about meeting everyone and swapping some cards. So I've got boxes and cards and gift boxes, and I know, all kinds of fun stuff. I didn't know what to make, so I made a whole bunch of stuff. So I've got this. Remember the Stamparatus. I can just make a whole bunch of these cards because I love them so much now that, you know, bam, I'll have a whole bunch for some of the ladies that I'm going to meet. So, okay, let me just stay focused here. We used the Mossy Meadow cardstock. I've got the first layer on. We're going to pop this baby right up, right? Let's see, where's my little, and we've made a couple cards without even thinking about it. You know why? Let's see, I use the other side. Isn't that great? I know, I'd kill me. Don't waste paper if you don't have to, right? And we'll just pop these little babies right up, get them going. And I love this die cut. It's huge, it's big, it takes up a lot of the space. Even on a 5x7 card, it would be fantastic. You could put a couple of them on there and do a dual. That's something I'm thinking about. I might just, it looks really pretty. I mean, there's just so much you can do with it. And once you get the hang of the Stamparatus with it, it's amazing. And if you don't want to use the Stamparatus, then don't. Then you do you, okay? And if manual stamping is the way to go for you, you go for it. Or if you want a watercolor, you know, that's kind of fun too. I've got a, oh, don't forget the one sheet wonder. So you use one Whisper White cardstock, okay? And then you just stamp. You can stamp this all over using the Stamparatus, or if you don't want to do that, do it manually and just let it go to town. That would be kind of cool too. Okay, so we've got this beautiful, now I use Poppy Parade, and I was going to use the Mary Merlot, but you know, that looks pretty. That's the real red, and look how pretty that looks. Let me see what color. Yeah, real red. And Mossy Meadow, and then I use some Tim Holtz for my pine cones. You can use whatever rocks your boat, okay? So, I don't think I want it this way. I think I want this more of a horizontal card. And I'm trying to see the leaves that are originally here. And I don't want to copy it. I want it to look like it's like changing. Ah, there we go. I got it. I got it. Thank you so much, you guys. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Another great card. I love it. I know. Oh, I love this card. Look how pretty that says. Look how pretty that is. This just came out today, okay? So, hopefully I may not get this posted tonight for November 1st, but November 1st is when this beautiful set comes out, the Christmas Rose, with the beautiful, beautiful designer paper. I think we did an amazing job doing one that we did not take apart at all. We didn't die cut it. We just left as is. I'm not doing the Merry Christmas right now, but I would do Merry Christmas, pop that up. I just wanted to really work with the stamps tonight. The other thing is just doing a nice little trim. You could do a gold foil, copper foil, you know, whatever you love to do. Again, this is more in the reds and the Poppy Parade and the Mossy, and it looks fantastic. And this is the die cut, popping it up. And then make some extras for some tags, okay? And because, you know, Christmas, that'll be beautiful. Gosh, you could make an ornament. You could laminate it, make an ornament. I know. Now, this one I'm not finished with. I'm going to do Poppy Parade on this little guy. But I think we did an amazing job tonight. Look at these. Look at these two. Amazing. So, oh, I did it this way, but you're right. I wanted it this way. Oh, these are pretty. Absolutely stunning. So, if you, again, if you do purchase the bundle, I do have the gift of fall waiting for the first person that purchase it. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight and enjoying the stamping and learning how to do the Stamparatus and enjoying not getting frustrated when you're stamping. All right? So I'll see you soon, okay? Have a great evening. Have a great weekend.